it has many names, but I call the show Fun with PCP because PCP stands for Pavel's Comedy Productions, and I couldn't resist the double entendre. Yeah, but most people do associate it with a drug. And PCP is it's an anesthetic that also gives you psychosis. What a twist! Yeah, it has some pretty weird side effects. In one clinical trial where it was used during childbirth, 10% of mothers denied that the baby was theirs. The other 90% did believe the baby was theirs, but they also believed that every baby was theirs. And unsurprisingly, this caused some conflict in the maternity ward. And much like the resulting children, that experiment did not age well. Yeah, so today is Easter Sunday, so thank you all for being here on Easter Sunday. You clearly, took time away from your families to come here, so I appreciate that. And on Easter, we of course celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yes, give it up to Jesus, everybody. Yes. So resurrection of Jesus was actually the first time where somebody's return from the dead was ever celebrated. Because normally, the reaction that you get when someone comes back from the dead is not celebration, it's horror. Like if I learned anything from movies, is that the first instinct when somebody comes back from the dead is to kill them, of course, again. Yeah. So the Bible says that Jesus came back from the dead after 3 days. Do you know what happens to the human body after it's been dead for 3 days? The body enters the bloat stage of decomposition, characterized by excessive gas production, resulting in visible swelling, a greenish skin discoloration, and a strong, unpleasant odor. The Bible completely glosses over this part. Yeah, and it's not like Jesus, his body was miraculously repaired during the resurrection. We know this because the Bible says that Jesus presented his nail-pierced hands from the crucifixion as proof of his resurrection, which must have been a horrifying sight for his followers, seeing decomposing Jesus just walking towards his followers saying like, look at my hands, I have risen. Yeah. Another Easter tradition is, of course, the Easter bunny. But what does a bunny have to do with Easter? Does anyone know this? No? Anyone care to hazard a guess? That is correct. Sharon, you get the points. Yes, so the bunny's link to Easter comes from Joster, who was the Germanic goddess of spring and fertility. And rabbits, because they also symbolize fertility and rebirth due to their prolific breeding habits, it nicely eventually merged with the theme of resurrection and Jesus Christ. And the German Lutherans first introduced the Osterhase, or Easter hare, as a character similar to Santa Claus, where he would judge whether children were naughty or nice. So, the nice children, they would get colored eggs, and the naughty children would, of course, get murdered. That's why the bunny always wears gloves. He doesn't want to leave any evidence behind. The bunny, he's pretty good at what he does. He takes no chances, and unlike the Romans, when the bunny kills someone, they stay dead. Like, there is no resurrection for his victims. That's why most children, or some children, are afraid of the Easter Bunny. Those are probably the smart kids. So my girlfriend, she's always complaining about all the other women I'm sleeping with. She doesn't like that. Yeah, she still won't break up with me though, because all these other women, they're giving her FOMO, fear of missing out. She doesn't want to miss out on this. And FOMO is a hell of a thing, guys. That's why they say one of the best ways to attract women online is to post pictures of yourself on Instagram, surrounded by women. So I decided to put this theory to the test, and I went to a convent, and I took some pictures with the nuns, but I don't think it's working. I didn't find any women, but I did find religion. So I'm a Catholic now, which means I'm going straight to hell. I was born Jewish, and Jews don't believe in hell. All Jews go to heaven by default. Even Epstein. Yeah, isn't that nice, eh? The chosen people indeed. Yeah, and the few Catholics that actually do end up in heaven, they're always surprised. They get there and they're like, Jesus Christ, who invited all the Jews? I think I accidentally achieved one of Hitler's life goals. Write a joke with who invited all the Jews as a punchline. All right, I think that's about enough for me.